Guys, I've got the freaking biggest grin on my face at the minute. What's up, everybody? Panda here. Oh, I caught up with Magi today, and the chapter came out today, and I just had a live stream with Nostradamus and gang, and I just talked about this chapter, and it was like, this chapter was incredible. I read so much Magi today. I think I read for about 8 to 10 chapters today. I was just so hooked into it, and I didn't even know. And I'm gonna leave a link to the live stream on Nostradamus' channel. And he was like, "Dude, read this chapter immediately. You're gonna freaking love it." And I did. I was like, "Thank you for recommending this series." God damn it, the Magi. My God, I knew they said they needed to end at like the 120s, but they need to adapt this stuff. They really do need to adapt this stuff because it looks incredible. So at the start of the chapter, Aladdin is currently looking after the soldiers of the magical army because they just had saw their asses handed to them by the gunpowder incident, and Spintus even said that he was going to fight for the country, and yet Aladdin, he's being forced into this war, and we see the magicians making their comeback as they have magic items which are like these spears that just project flame. Think of it as like Alibaba's weapon, think of them like that. And then even at the back, I believe they had these gunmen. I think they were, but there was just so much stuff they had. The magicians are not ones to work with. They bring out, and I swear to God, this black demon thing. This black demon, it just comes out. I thought it was like a black magical item because we knew from the last chapter that the Chancellor was working to make these items. I think this might have something to do. This might be a prototype or something. When this thing releases its freaking energy, it's like my thumbnail is that it is just genocide. That is what Aladdin called it. This isn't even a defensive war anymore. It's just pure genocide. And this thing can release multiple blasts of that. And I think at first I thought a third of the Elam Empire was gone. But then if you look a bit more at it, it's probably an eighth of that. Eighth of the army is gone. It went like nothing, and it went to fire one again, and then out of nowhere, the finalist, whatever you call them, come out of nowhere. And they wasn't even supposed to come until all the barriers were broken. But they just couldn't stand waiting anymore. And we know there's a lot of them. They have a lot of them. One's got a Djinn weapon. One's a lot of them got magic tools. This is gonna be crazy. This fight is gonna be crazy. This is probably one of my favorite chapters. No, hands down, this is my favorite chapter this week. Hands down, if I had a manga of the week like I do with my anime of the week, this would win it. I mean, probably in anime of the week, I will probably talk about this chapter, but the chapter ends with them. The finalist, yeah, like I said, I agreed with the live stream, a little bit early for them to come in, but, I want to see what these guys do. They've only taken down one of the barriers, mind you. And that's the thing, you don't know who to root for in this series. You really do not know who you want to root for. Do you think you should vote for the Empire? Do you think you should vote for the magicians? Aladdin is stuck between these two sides. And then we've got more stuff to wonder. It's we haven't even seen the full potential of this war yet. It's and these aren't even big major roles so far in the series. They're not as big as Sinbad and freaking the Co-Empire yet. And I'm oh, I've got to end the note. I've got to end the chapter like this, everyone. Just read Magi Manga. It's brilliant. There's rape, there's tits, there's everything. Action, fighting, romance, proposals, everything. I recommend that so much, and I will be buying the manga if it ever comes over here. But that's all from me, people. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to stroke the left-hander, Sana, and I'll see you next time, people. Magi's the motherfucking win.